I discovered that the growth of bacteria in the mouth is 20-fold higher when you don't have enough minerals. And the reason why these bacteria grow is because in the body there are energy factories. They're called mitochondria. And it was also a lucky finding when I was researching this common denominator, the calcium and magnesium, and actions in the body where this was so necessary. I thought it's the bones or the joints or other places where you suspect that the calcium and the magnesium are necessary. But then I dove deeper and I found an article. It is from Laura Contreras. She wrote it in 2010. And the title is Mitochondria, the Calcium Connection. It's a very interesting article, and I found it by just researching, going through hundreds of articles regarding the mitochondria, calcium and magnesium. And then this article popped up, and from there I started researching the mitochondria more. And I discovered that these mitochondria, there are more than 1,000 in one cell, 2,000, 2,500, and even in long nerve cells and brain cells there can be 1 million in total. So these mitochondria play a vital role in life. Every cell has them. There's only one cell that doesn't have them, that's the blood cell. Interesting. But it doesn't need the mitochondria. An egg cell contains more than 100,000, 200,000 mitochondria. In order to help the growth of the new embryo with the help of the mitochondria, the energy they make, but also the decisions the mitochondria make regarding the DNA. And what mitochondria also do is to not kill a cell when it's necessary anymore, but divide the cell in usable parts. This happens in everybody's body 125 million times a day. And if a DNA is not reproducing itself in a correct way, then it might become a cancer cell. So in a way, mitochondria are protecting our bodies against cancer. Mitochondria are in our immune system, so they protect us against diseases. Mitochondria are in the liver cells, in the muscle cells, in the kidney cells. And they're everywhere where they need to make energy to have a good function of these cells, of these organs. They need to be able to work. And they only can work, according to this article, if there's enough calcium in place. And I think this is one of the things that I discovered, that when people demineralize, because the mitochondria need the calcium and the magnesium, they take it from the teeth as a last resort. But it's a gradual process. And gradual, I mean, it's not immediately, but it can take weeks or months before a cavity that can be detected on an X-ray or in the mouth. But it's hard to detect a cavity because it's not starting in the enamel. It's under the surface of the enamel. Then minerals are taken away. The dentin becomes less dense. And then finally, a little hole appears. And in that hole, bacteria can grow, and then bacteria produce lactic acid. That's their product. But with a lactic acid, they dissolve the mineral, and that dissolved mineral, which is a calcium phosphate component, it transports through the blood vessels in the pulp to the body, and there the mitochondria get their calcium. And I discovered that when you remineralize the body with a supplement, apparently it was not enough to have good food, because I have patients who are extraordinarily precise with good food, and there are patients who are not that precise. But even the people with good food could get cavities or grinding or longer teeth. And when I gave them the remineralization package, the grinding stopped, the plaque layer became less, and it was easier to clean the teeth. So that's the discovery. Demineralization and remineralization. And there was quite a tour to find the right products, but finally I got them.